Hello, my name is Lori McNorton, Floral Design Coordinator for Super Floral. Today, as a part of our series on the how-to videos for budding designers, we're going to be making presentation bouquets. We're going to start off with a pretty combination of pastel colors for our presentation bouquet. And I've got a couple kinds of greeneries. I've got some leatherleaf and some variegated pit. And what I find on the presentation bouquets is that a lot of times when you make them, they're very flat. So I'm going to hopefully give you some good tips on how to make a nice, full, beautiful presentation bouquet. My first step is I'm going to start with a couple pieces of leatherleaf. And this is going to be kind of my back, but we'll continue to build it. So I have some carnations, alstroemeria, some daisy mums, a big spider mum, some berries. So we'll just kind of make a pretty pastel. So first of all, I'm going to kind of start at the back. Instead of laying in front, I'm going to kind of start in the back. And this is going to determine kind of the height of my bouquet. And then we're just going to add layers of flowers. Now, I'm not going to just lay this all flat. It's kind of like making a hand-tied bouquet. We want some dimension, and it doesn't have to, we're all going to a certain point here, but it's not just laid in. So that's just a good pointer. I'm going to take a little bit of trick here, kind of on both sides. Take another alstroemeria. And there again, it's not going to be flat. I'm going to kind of loosely tie that in. Then I'm going to add a couple pieces of variegated pit. Now what this will do is when we add the next layer, there again, we're going to work it in so it has some dimension to the side. Add a big pretty stem of daisies. Let's add a couple pieces of berries here, a hypericum berry. Now this doesn't mean that you can't go back and add to the back of it, because what you're doing is you're just kind of building it as you go. Couple of carnations here, side. And like I said, it's always just kind of a point right here where I'm holding everything, and that's where it will be tied off also. Put another alstroemeria in there. Let's add a couple white carnations. And then we're going to kind of bring it back down to the point here. So I'll use a little bit larger flower because that's where it's going to be tied off, and that will be a visual point right there. Let's see, we have a little bit of dianthus here as filler we can add. Another trick. And then if we want to add even a little bit more height, you can even add a little bit more to the back. Because what we're going to do when we're done is kind of go around and add our greenery. And then I've got just a little bit of pit right here. So there we've got it all made in my hand. So we'll take some bind wire here. Tie this off. And there we have a nice tied bouquet. Now, we're gonna cut all our stems so they're the same. Now, if you were taking this somewhere or wanted it to last a little longer, you could always add water tubes. That way you know that it will last. So, that's the tied part. Now, we have a piece of cellophane, and what I've done is my cellophane isn't quite big enough, so I've taken 2 pieces. Got 2 layers here. And we're gonna lay the presentation bouquet down. And just neatly fold. Sometimes when you just rush this and you get it all bunched up, then it looks a little messy. So what I do is just fold it up because I want it to be as pretty as a presentation as it can be. We're going to wrap that around. We'll fluff that. Got a piece of my ribbon that I made with the bow. I'm going to tie that off. And then I have a pre-made bow. And when I made this, we didn't need to put a center loop in there because we're going to tie it, and that's going to basically be our center loop. We're going to fluff the bow. And there you have a beautiful presentation bouquet, fit for a dance. These tips and techniques can be found in the September print edition of Super Floral and Workbench Basics. Next month, be sure to join us when we design a cross with fresh flowers. Thank you for tuning in and have a super floral day.